But folks, we hop into game number 1. Brand new semifinals, brand new series. To the top left, some of the rare Protoss we haven't seen today. It's
Nice.
it's
Nice.
the bottom right. It's his opponent, the Red Zerg.
Cham.
Yeah, confirming for the chat, Scarlet beating TLO means she advances to the finals. The default grand finals is best of 5. And of course, the grand finals has, I think, 10 points or something attached to it for the winner. It's a pretty big deal. You missed the spinning statue of the 3. Oh man, that was a long time ago. Yeah, we've had some. I think I've probably invested more in art assets over the years than I have like any kind of personal stuff. Like even the amount I spend on mobile games and stuff pales in like what we've done for art assets. And that really cool 3D spinning trophy was very expensive to commission. I don't think we'll be doing another thing like that anytime soon, unfortunately. It's one of those things where the more expensive something like that gets, the more I want to learn how to do it. Not because I'm passionate or I think it's cool. I just think of all the money I would save. It's why I finally learned how to use Photoshop a few years back, just because I was sick of paying other people to make assets for me all the time. Oh man. Guys, could someone tell me what Xavier wrote in the chat? I think it feels like it's probably a nice message, but he highlighted it, so I will not be reading it. I can't read it. I won't read it. Xavier, bro, I hope it was something nice, and I hope you're having a good time, man. I've actually just read it. That sucks, dude. You're helping keep me awake. Well, I'm glad of that. Dude, I had to deal with pneumonia a little bit early into last year. I'm telling you, a humidifier does wonders if you're having trouble or if your wife or kids are having trouble sleeping. I never, ever in my life used a humidifier until I had pneumonia and bronchitis. And oh my God, did it save my life. Honest to God, best investment. Because otherwise you're just sitting in the shower trying to breathe. Darth Rifkin.
You like Darth Rifkin? Find the rebellion. Actually, this doesn't even sound like Darth Vader. This just sounds like generic deep voice bad guy. And if I go like this and get a little raspy, it starts sounding like a dragon. Hands off my treasure.
Oh, I'm feeling it, dudes. We have Stargate coming out of nice. I'm sorry, I didn't even size the players up. This is the worst cast I've ever done. Nice. Nice is a player we've been seeing a lot in the IM qualifiers. He actually had a surprisingly long bracket run. He's pretty good. I think Cham's better though. I'm gonna just say it. From my North American homeboy, we've interviewed him on stream multiple times and it's always a pleasure seeing him play. I think Cham's just the better player. There's quite a bit of complaining about Protoss, but that's not unusual. We just see that all the time from all races. Even Protoss complains about Protoss. Hey Rifkin, what team does Cham play for? Who knows? It's not, for some reason, it's not showing up over here. So I've got no clue, dudes. Now 9 drones die because the combination of oracles and adepts are so scary. But luckily for Cham, he has so many workers, it's not that big of a deal. That was pushed off again. I guess went back in for a few more kills. So 34 workers is a lot less desirable. I'm sorry. I just need a moment. I got the giggles. Okay. Composed acting. 34 workers. 36 now. The income's definitely gonna be favoring Nice for some time, but not by that much. Realistically, this should snowball much further out of control. It's Nice to continue investing in more army units. You want the follow-up attack. And I feel like he already did the big damage and should have exploded with like chrono boosted workers and just like skyrocketed income wise. But he took a little bit more of a casual approach to his income and invested more in army and now more production. So he's not really running away with the income game as much as we would normally see. The Lings go for the counterattack, and there's not much army, but there's enough here to should, with the force fields especially, be able to stop these from killing the base. Cast an entire game like that. I don't know if I could, because here's the problem with the voice modulator. I have to hear what's in my like ear of what you guys hear. And hearing that voice for me is so weird. I don't know if I could keep it up for the entire duration of a game. But you know what? Maybe we'll just do it for fun. I'll do a straw poll before the next game. You guys can pick. Actually, I could do it now because if I do it later, it'll look like a spoiler. So, one sec here. Straw poll. Do game 2 in stupid voice. All casts? Yes, no. All right. Let's spam this in chat real quick. Wow. Shy Guy SC says, imagine not being able to say Chiva. Wow, dude, imagine not being able to say anything for the next 10 minutes. Goodbye. You little Alright, now that's where I'm popping up the main base from Cham. Actually, this would be a really good distraction because not a lot of the army's in the Nidus Worm. I mean, there's army in the Nidus Worm, but there's actually quite a bit over here. Cham's hoping either the army stays here and under responds to the main base, or everything over responds to the main base, and Cham gets a leg up over here. And I think it was the former. So as Oracle's coming to start wiping some of the units out, Roaches could retreat back into the Nidus, but I think they're way better set just killing pylons. Like, there's a thing here where the Oracles will eventually clean this up. They have almost unlimited energy because they're full, right? But Cham's still going to knock down the +1. New Nidus Worm comes in. It's going to distract the Oracles, so they're going to start targeting down anything else. The fight on the right side's not looking that convincing for Cham right now, but he's done such big damage in the main because look at that income drop off. No workers spawning up of a full base like that is pretty rough. Not to mention the supply block coming in. I can't even speak right now. There's so much going on. There's no exit strategy for the Roaches, but even on the right, they're trading well with the Immortals. Cham is distracted nice very well here on the right side. And this did so much damage. So many pylons went down to this. It unpowered the charge upgrade. He denied weapons. This is huge. Even if Cham, like, it kind of doesn't need to keep committing. I feel like he could really run away with this game, but he wants to extend his lead. He doesn't want to give Nice time to recover. Hey, everyone, just turn it to 360p and it'll feel like GSL. Oh my god, shut up. True, but shut up. Crucibles, open the force fields. They're not landing on top of the sentries. It's a tough decision to make, but freeing your own army is probably going to get you more in the long run than just a quick snipe on a sentry there. Oracles are still going, by the way. These things have still not run out of juice. They're about to, but they're still going. New Nidus Worm comes in. Pylon going to go down. That's going to unpower 2 Robos. Oh, just 1. Okay, the second pylon's over there. But looks like Nice holds this, and Cham's aggression was so close to breaking him. So close to breaking him. But 'tis game 1. Okay. Diving into game number 2. To the bottom right. He's down 1 at the moment. It's Chivo's.
Cham. Oh, Cham. That was the wrong. No, stop it.
People are listening to you right now, you idiot. To the top left, his opponent, the blue Protoss.
Nice.
Nice will be very happy, I think, that he's up 1-0. I think my estimations about Cham being better aren't off. I mean, I may have been incorrect if the series goes the other way, but I still believe Cham's the better player here. But I really thought, to be honest, if he kept pressuring in that last game and he didn't just withdraw, maybe he could have squeezed out a victory. But it would have been one of those ones that stretches out another 10 minutes and doesn't feel very hopeful. And the key component to this Thank you, the Rabbit 22. A key component to this was the fact that there's still like three immortals at the third base and a couple of those sentries still with them. For Cham, it probably looked like he wasn't going to have enough units. And realistically, maybe that'd been the case, but I do feel he was very close to breaking Nice. So Nice taking the game is great for him, but that was not an easy victory. There's no way anyone would convince me otherwise. I really did like the Nidus play, but more importantly, I like the decisions Cham made to target, say, pylons instead of chasing probes and stop upgrades. But oh bother, this is a really long delay on a base. He's been forced to take the one far north, which is not what he wanted to do by any stretch of the imagination. Nice confirms that as well. Base Street TV, if you ever decide to visit the Washington, D.C. area, we should do a meetup. I don't foresee myself being over there anytime soon, but for sure. Honestly, my favorite thing to do when I go places like tournaments and events, I don't go, like, this is going to sound really crappy to say, I don't go for the Starcraft. Like, I like Starcraft and I have a good time watching it, but comparatively, I couldn't give less of a shit compared to like meeting y'all at events. BlizzCon, we have that huge fan meetup. That's the most fun I've had all year. With 2019, that's probably the best moment. Not all those guys were there for me, but they were there for like Starcraft, and that was what was really cool about it. It's the current profile picture on the Base Tree TV Twitter. If you guys haven't seen it, it's really awesome. A lot of people turned up for that. But yeah, when I go to smaller events or if I'm in town for things, I always try to tweet about it because it'll be cool running into you guys. But oh man, if this wasn't chronoed, if this was normal build, this could have actually been maybe not game over, but a lot of damage done. But with the Adept actually getting to finish up, these Lings will be dealt with. I mean, probes can even deal with them too, but Cham's going to be doing a lot of micro and dancing and just basically make life a headache for Nice. This is clever. I like this. I don't know if Nice caught that or not. This isn't going to like sneak into a Baneling and try and get like a magical hit later. I think he was going to try and keep it withdrawn to the side just to hide it for scouting, but that's not how this is going to play out. The wall has been fully gapped. There's no opportunity for Cham to get in here. These Lings might pick off a probe or two just because the Adept is physically slow. But I mean, it got so much good information. It has lots of scouting. And of course, Stargate has been revealed through all of this. Ooh. Like my inner voice is just like, say something. Don't make awkward silence. If you do that, then this is going to sound like Wardy's stream. Actually cast the game. And then I'm like, well, that's what Twitch chat says all the time, though. Which makes me combative and not want to do that. So a little bit of a self-analysis there to fill some of the nothing to talk about. But now that there's some Phoenix on the way, it's paired up with the Oracle. That'll be some good damage with the Adepts. We actually saw this in game 1 as well with Nice. Did you just say, oh, bother? I can't believe Rifkin was born in 1858. Thank you. I told you I'm not a vampire.
Appreciate you, brother.
Brother?
Brother?
Jesus. This is... I should have had food before, man. Top right. The Phoenix is not going to be doing anything. The Oracle dips out of the main. Nice has moved on towards a second Stargate. We actually saw Mass Phoenix, and maybe it was even Nice who did this. My brain's having a bit of a moment. But during the IEM qualifiers, we actually saw this look promising. Mass Phoenix, when handled well, I think is one of the best things you can do. It's certainly the case for 2v2s and team games, but regardless, with double Stargate play, it's something that usually needs to be scouted. Cham has no means of getting to the main base to look at this, and so it's probably going to catch him off guard. And the thing about beating Mass Phoenix is you just build... Come here, real quick. Don't tell everybody or everyone's going to know. But if you want to deal with Mass Phoenix, you just build a lot of units because they can't possibly lift up all of them. So Cham's building a medium amount of mutants right now. Like with Roaches and Ravagers, they're strong, but they're going to get picked up. And there's not going to be many of them left after. Phoenixes are limited by damage basically through their energy. You want to make them waste as many of these pickups as possible. Of course, the Biles can land on a Phoenix that can't move because it's lifting units up. It can force a cancel. Queens with transfuses burn a few more extra. I mean, Cham does have a pretty considerable amount of units here on the front line, but I think there's more than enough energy to deal with this. And not enough units flooding down the middle. Yeah, GG. Sad failure of the game that it was, but yo, this means nice with the 2-0 advances on to face off against Scarlet in the grand finale.